high def?
Yeah. We're late because of Justin.
No.
You sound echoey. Your sound is shit.
Oh no.
Hold on, everybody wait.
I hope it's not me. That would be a sad day.
Yeah, it's bad sound. Bad audio. Bad. Mine's never that good, but I still haven't moved into my house. You good?
I'm looking.
All right. I set up a new deal though.
Test.
No. Your mic, that mic isn't working.
Mine is not working.
No.
I think it sounds okay.
Yeah, I mean it works. It's the camera mic. It's not terrible, but it's just not your usually deep, manly voice. All right.
Hold on. Damn, Justin. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, Ryan. I don't know. Got Facebook. We got some people on Facebook. We got one. Ty's here. Nancy, Rashad. All right.
I don't think it's my audio. I think it's on your end.
Oh, really?
We should let the people decide.
Yeah. How's Justin's audio sound? I don't think yours sounds as good as it usually does because usually yours sounds better than mine. But
there's no reason for it to not sound perfect.
It's not coming out of that mic. The sound's not coming out of that mic I'm seeing. So I don't know. How does it seems a little high. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, it is. It's not his usual quality. Are you gonna be messing around with it or can we go?
I mean, we can go, but I'm probably still gonna mess around with it because
you're gonna be mad.
Yeah, no, you didn't even give me an opportunity to fix anything. You just said it was good, and then here we are.
I thought you were good. Is your does the software need to be hooked up or anything to that mic? Okay. I don't got time for this.
Shouldn't.
Oh, Ryan. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. We're very much amateur vloggers, so yeah. I'm not exactly sure. I was trying to get stuff on Instagram, but I wasn't able to do that. You can't be live on Instagram and Facebook at the same time. You have to put a link, and I couldn't quite figure that out. So I just put a random story up on my Instagram page. So I don't know what's going on there, but are you making any changes, or are you just messing around?
How's that?
Nope. Nope. All right. I'm moving forward.
Go ahead.
Are you going? Are you speaking?
I'm not speaking anywhere. I'm not doing anything.
Not doing anything.
No. What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. I'm doing zero. It's that was 2023 or 2022 was a big year, and we're tired, and I don't feel like traveling.
Well,
that's basically what it comes down to.
And no boot camp in the summer.
I don't know. Still undecided on the boot camp in the summer. I mean, Karina and I want to go on a big trip this year, and then my son's having a baby, which is cool. So I'll be a grandpa.
Congratulations!
And, thank you.
You're officially
thank you.
old.
Officially old. Yep. I'm bald, old grandfather. Yep. So that's why if I don't have a boot camp over the summer, that's why, because I've got family obligations. I'd like to squeeze it in, but just not sure we're going to be able to. So the December one will be good. I was talking to Rashad on the phone the other day. Before we get to that, I want to kind of check this out. See what we got going on here. They already have. Oh, I love Suzette Allen. If y'all get a chance to see Suzette, she's awesome. Have you heard her speak?
Nope.
Yeah, really good. Really good. I know Cheryl. She's been a long time. I don't know.
Make your screen bigger so it's on there so people can see it better.
Oh,
can you just get rid of me?
Let's see. Let me see. Can I do that? All right. me see. I don't know if I can do that or not. Okay, there we go. All right, Rose is always awesome. Dance photography, Stella. Stella's got 2 courses. That's she's been busy. Rodney, no Ryan, and Brian with photo day. Let's see the Gets. They've been. Oh wait, Justin. You might want to.
Well, that shouldn't still be up there unless we need to discuss something that I don't know about. But
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
funny.
didn't know about that.
That's
Yeah.
your doing because you left him hanging because you didn't.
I did
told him
not.
We were going to do the pool thing.
Mm-mm.
Yep, it's your fault.
No. Robin and Jennifer, they're awesome. Jerry Hughes is great. We got the body on there. It's like a pretty good lineup we got going on.
Yeah, that is.
Kenward, another one. I don't know any of the Image Quicks people.
No, it should be a good SPAC this year for sure.
Yeah. Tim McCain, I didn't know he was still in the business. Mike Norkin, he's a big school guy. That's good. The Racks are legendary. Roma Guerra, they're like the life touch of Louisiana.
Dave Stock.
Dave Stock, he's my man. All right. Chris Wonder, old school. You've been doing it a long time.
Yeah, that's a good lineup.
Looks good. Looks like fun. But just yeah. Then you got Imaging USA. They don't really have that many. I mean, they do have some speakers. They've got I don't know. I'm gonna go there just to hang out with my friends and walk the show, but I don't think I'm gonna go. It's in Nashville, so it's only a 4-hour drive, so it's not too bad. But I'm not gonna go. Who's going? Anybody going to Imaging USA in Nashville? I'd be interested. No,
I've never been to one.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, they used to be a lot bigger, and the trade show just keeps dwindling and dwindling. So I don't know how big it'll be this year. I don't know that except for SPAC, I guess Sync is. I don't ever know Sync numbers. I've only been to Sync one time, so I don't know like how to compare it. Like, is it bigger this year than last year? Because I've only gone that one time in 2019, I believe.
Yeah.
So look at that. That's Chris Wonder's farewell talk. He's retiring. Nick Schub said. That's interesting. They've been doing it a long time. But Imaging USA used to be huge, but it's dwindling. SPAC seems like it keeps growing every year. But I think there's way more content for volume photographers at SPAC than there is at Imaging USA. But when I was looking at Imaging USA the other day, it looked like they had they had a little breakout room that I think Gump is in charge of. That was a lot of fun. The 2020 year. What is 2023? Did we just not go? Hell, I can't even remember. No. Yeah.
So busy.
No, we did. I spoke at the Imaging last year. It was in Washington, D.C., and that's when we had COVID breakout right before that. So a lot of people canceled, so it wasn't a big turnout. But this year should be good. Nashville is always fun. But
you have a big soccer league up there.
What's that?
Don't you have a big soccer league up there?
I do. It's huge. Yeah, it's a big soccer league. So I'll be interested to see how Imaging does today. But it looks like SPAC and Sync are the ones you're going to go to if you're going to do, really want to find out about volume photography and connect with people. I'm not sure about the trade show, how that's going to go. But yeah, I'm not doing any of them. I'm just kind of
Stevie. He likes his face big, so he keeps him on.
Oh gosh, screen. You told me to do it. There we. Oh no, not that. That's too close. There we go.
That's funny.
Put Justin back. She said.
It's only the boat for a minute. Yeah.
What do you say? You already have a shoot coming tomorrow?
Yeah, we got a shoot tomorrow. I got gymnastics tomorrow.
What are you going to do? Are you going to use the Cambo stand?
I am going to use definitely the Cambo. We're going to shoot. We're going to have a station for Lastolite for sure, because we do a banner for them, the whole team, and then I'm going to use Pro Light Mods tomorrow with them, and probably a little atmosphere with those kids. Yeah, we're We're gonna do it up. It'd be nice to. I don't want to make a mess in their studio. I'd love to use chalk. I'd love to throw chalk around. I saw actually Jerry Hughes had a picture like that. It was similar. It looked really cool. So I don't know. It gave me some ideas.
And the Pro Light mods at the same time.
Yeah, it was pretty rad. And well, I think he used aerosol, but the girls were in the chalk bowl, rubbing their hands, getting ready.
But with the Pro Light mods.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Huh. I can't wait to see those photos. See there.
Oh, hold on.
What?
Guess what else just came? Hold on.
Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. This is this is a waste of time. I know what it is, and it's a waste of time. I know it is a waste of time. I can't believe.
All right. I made a purchase outside of boot camp paraphernalia. Because I'm tired of buying that stuff. Holy cow. And if I'm going to spend a lot of money, I might as well get a really nice camera.
I can't believe you got that.
Look at that.
That's pretty awesome. You're not using that for gymnastics tomorrow?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what.
That's a good looking lens.
That's the 120. This is the macro. I'm waiting on the 20 to 35.
You can still use that for portraits, though, right?
Oh, that's why I got this. I remember Nikon had a 110 macro that is an amazing portrait lens, and it doesn't.
Why don't you tell people what that is? I'm the only one that knows what it is.
That's the GFX 100S. That's the medium format.
So how big are the file sizes on that baby?
They're huge. We don't need to worry about it. They're just awesome.
What are you gonna do? You have to upgrade your server. Like you can't shoot volume.
I got plenty of server. Yeah, you're not gonna shoot volume with that. It doesn't. The autofocus it's not that kind of animal. This is a purebred that doesn't ever leave the stable hardly, unless it really is nice out.
They said that it's the autofocus has gotten better. Have you tried? Well, you hadn't tried.
I haven't even tried it yet. Batteries are charging. Haven't even got to turn it on yet. So excited.
Yeah. I think Justin should be using that medium format to take landscapes and selling the landscapes, but he's talking about doing real estate photography. So everybody's going to see his photos on the $1 million camera, and they're going to be looking at it on a cell phone.
I don't care. You know what? It's for me. It's for me.
That's your prize.
It's mine. It's my Christmas present. I don't care. Okay. I want the white one.
All right, fair enough.
See that iPhone commercial where it grows money on trees? I don't care. I want this.
Okay, I'll show you. This is kind of a topic of discussion. This is new for me for 2023. I'll pull it up while you tell us more about your camera.
They can go look it up if they want, but this thing is. I'm just excited to finally get my hands on one. My whole career, I wanted a medium format camera, and I could finally get one, so I did it. People think it's expensive, but it's not. It's cheaper than my first DSLR. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the price. But it used to be those lenses were way more expensive too.
They're a couple grand. They're still more expensive, but they're still not. But what really good lens isn't anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're not overpriced. I'm tired of reading about that online. I think people think that this stuff's overpriced now. Weren't around even 10 years ago then, because shit cost a lot more back then for way less equipment. This stuff is so high tech now. It's so advanced compared to what all that was.
And then I think we talked about this last time. Did we talk about the AI stuff last time? Because I put the title of the show stuff coming up in 2023. So you got gymnastics coming up. Like, what do you anticipate being? I'd be interested in what do you anticipate being your biggest source of income for volume this year? Whether it be sports, like is there a certain sports? High school going to be gymnastics?
As a whole,
photos,
I mean,
like what do you think?
As a whole, school photos are the most consistent every time, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I mean, sports pictures. It's kind of weird. They're hit or miss. You never know if the parents are into that sport at that time. I don't know. It's a weird phenomena that seems to happen. Some years, I see guys, saying they're not selling basketball pictures. We sell a lot of basketball pictures, but our wrestling pictures haven't been selling very good this year, and in the past they did. So, I don't know what causes that, especially when it's consistent all the way through for multiple years, and you can see the difference for kind of no reason. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't. That confuses me about your area too. Like how you can go from $13,000 in a job, and the next year you're struggling to make $2. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know. That is really weird.
Brian, I wasn't naming names. I wasn't gonna say.
What'd you tell him?
He says, according to John Rivera, it's not basketball. Yeah.
Oh yeah. John Rivera, he's a great photographer out of Texas. He said his New Year's resolution.
I had to stop following him. I got sick of looking at his beach pictures.
Yeah, he's complaining about his basketball photos while
he's on vacation.
Yeah,
cry us a river more. Tell us how sorry your life is more.
Yeah, I mean while he's in Maui. Yeah. Let me see if I can find.
And then showing off his limousine black, full 12-foot tall trailer with all the headspace in the world, so he can run overhead lights.
Yeah, he's got a pretty awesome deal. All right, so let's see. I'll show. Yeah, that's my new thing for 2023. Okay, remind me to put it back on now. Yeah. So what I did here, this is very photography related, not just showing off the truck. I was going to Florida a lot, so we got this new truck, and this is going to be so I don't have to take a trailer. I do have big trailers, and I hate driving them over long distances. So the truck is going to be the new thing. So excited about that. I got these little storage containers in the back. Hold on, let me go back and show these things.
Yeah, I don't like how you stopped that down on my.
Sorry. I don't know what this is. Why does this keep doing this? Okay. All right. Can you see it?
I see your truck. Yeah.
Yeah. So Justin was going to drive the truck, but he was sick when he came to my house, and
I think I got sick at your house, but yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Can I?
And then you brought the sickness to Florida because everyone at boot camp got sick.
Yeah, there was that red tide thing. That was pretty weird.
Yeah, the dead fish in the Gulf on the beach, that's worrisome to me when there's dead sea life.
Okay, so these little deals right here, these little guys, those are little storage compartments. I can keep cameras and dry goods and all that. And then I also have the deck system in the back. So I've got a long bed right there. And so I can put all my light stands in there. I'll take some pictures when I have it fully geared out. And then I have that rack right there is awesome because I can put all my benches up there for my GPS risers.
Yeah.
So I can put my risers on one side, benches on the other side. You can see the bench right there up top. But what's going to be really cool about that is when we go to Florida and I'm doing a football shoot, I don't have to take the trailer. I can put the benches on one side, the actual risers on the other side, and be able to keep everything dry. I have a stowaway I'll put in the back for luggage. So I'm really excited about that for 2023. I don't have to carry that trailer everywhere. That we'll be able to.
Yeah, it's nice when you can get your stuff small enough to all fit in a pickup. It's so much better when you got trips like that.
Yeah. And I know Nick Shubes, he does the minivans.
Minivan. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe minivan will be the next purchase, but I don't know that Jody's our second shooter. I don't know if she'll accept the minivan. I just don't know.
She does have a choice, right? I mean, if you buy her a minivan,
you'll be pissed. So, Karina is doing a schedule right now. She's working on a schedule. Our basketball, we're starting basketball January 15th, and we just went to the Falcons game with the guy, the Parks and Rec guy, and
that's how you keep those leagues. You take Parks and Rec guys to the Falcons game.
It's the Falcons. It's not that big of a perk.
I know.
I mean, if it was like
I was there. I saw
Philadelphia game. I mean, it was basically empty. It was empty. It was a meaningless game. But anyway, I was like, how many teams they got this year? And this basketball league has over 600 teams. So Karina's working on the schedule right now on how to schedule 600 basketball teams. Isn't that insane?
That's tough. Whew.
Yeah.
One person. She's just doing it by herself. Nobody's helping her try to get that managed.
Right. Yeah. We'll shoot it in several dates because what we found is we have like a Parks and Rec department in where they have a gym. And the gym, I mean, it's just a rec department. You know what I mean? The gym's it's almost like a rubber. I don't even know what the floor is. It's kind of weird. But it's not the best looking gym in the world, but they have access to it whenever we want. And so the way our basketball programs go here is that when they are the elementary schools, like they all have their teams. So an elementary school might have second through fifth grade, and each grade might have several teams. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
for boys basketball, if you have second, third, fourth, fifth, you have 4 age groups, then there might be 4 teams in each age group. So 16 teams, and you multiply that times 2 for girls. So it's 32 teams at that elementary school. So just because the sheer volume of the league, we're going to go and during the week, we'll shoot like at some of the elementary schools at their actual court at the school, which is kind of cool because then you can incorporate all the colors. You know what I mean? If you don't black it out completely, even the floor, like the floor will be green or blue or yellow, whatever the colors are. So we have a little bit better. I think it was better sales when we did that. It's more of a pain because you have to set up and break down a bunch of times compared to the rec center where you can just go and shoot all day long. We literally shoot. I mean, how long are we going to shoot, Karina, at the rec center? How many hours in a row for that?
In the rec center?
Yeah.
We usually start at noon or 1 on a Sunday.
Yeah. So we shoot for 7 or 8 hours straight. And it's 2 or 3 individual lines, 2 team lines.
The whole time.
The whole it never stops. It's and we have to get there 2 hours early because you try to set up 3 individual basketball lines on a half court. Man, you are like up against the walls.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, because we have.
What are you using for the background? Like, how are you still trying to get the rim involved with all 3 lines?
Yep.
You just arc them a little bit and just hope for the best.
Well, we can put all 3. Well, because each photographer has 5 lights, right? So that's 15 lights we have set up on the half court.
Just on individuals. That's not counting your teams.
Correct.
Where are you doing that at?
On the other side. So you know how so they have like a divider in the gym. You know what I mean? So they have a divider. Pull the divider and then shoot teams on one side, individuals on the other. And then we have a floor plan. Karina had like a bunch of stuff laid out on the floor, like the actual floor plan for the traffic flow. And that is a huge deal. Like those of you who are just like, maybe 2023 might be your first year of doing big leagues, just keep in mind that you don't underestimate the traffic flow. If you mess up the traffic flow, the whole shoot's going to be chaos. When you have, 100, 200 teams coming in a day, you have to be really organized to where people waiting areas, how to move the kids through. Like it's a whole production. It's unbelievable. All the stuff that Scott and Jody just went up to the rec center, even though we've been there 18 times to go look at it to make sure, you know what I mean? You just got to make sure, okay, is that room big enough for this or that or the other, and just getting all that stuff organized it's a beast, but you can't mess it up because it's basically every kid in our county.
Yeah. In one day.
So it's going to be rough if you mess it up.
God, that's a lot. Ooh, that's a lot.
And what do you got coming after your gymnastic stuff? Do you have more?
That's what I'm looking at. We got basketball and wrestling for the next 3 weeks straight. So we're pretty busy.
Wrestling might be my least favorite.
I don't hate it. It's tough to light though if you don't have the cambo. It's because when they get, depending on their wrestling stance, on how high their head is, it really makes a big difference.
Having the cambo is a big deal.
Yeah, for that it's a big deal.
Does everybody know what the cambo is?
Probably
assuming everybody here. But if you don't, check it out. John Scott Roberts over at Roberts Camera.
John Scott Roberts.
His
name is John Scott. He works at Roberts Camera. Yes.
John Scott works. Put it in the comments because I can't reach my keyboard.
Oh, speaking of, he's a speaker at a convention I saw. It's not. I don't think it's Volume, but I haven't never heard of it. But it goes with the seniorology. It's called Peer.
Mm-hmm. What's it called? Peer.
Peer.
I don't know.
Hold on. It's seniors or portraits, I think. Just maybe.
See, Andy, I don't know. I think would they just sent Andy's asking me how many days will that take? We can shoot it in we've done it in 2 days before. We've done it in 3 days, but just we're breaking it up. And we're not breaking it up. We're not breaking it up because we can't do it in that time schedule. We're breaking it up because we feel like we'll have better sales by breaking it up, by going to the individual schools to shoot rather than staying at the at the rec department that doesn't have is not color coordinated with the schools. And these are all the elementary kids too. The elementary kids.
How many? So, but you're getting 6 to 10 teams a night doing that.
No. It'll be, like I said, it'll be like probably between 25 and 35 teams
a night. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess if there's 600, you'd never get through them at 10 a night. Yeah.
Yeah, because they got. Let me see if I have. We're going to shoot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you figure 600 teams. A lot of those could be the older kids. So you can probably take 100 teams off that, 500 teams. So you have to average. Then the 2 big days will probably shoot, over 100 teams each, 150, 300. So I have 200 left for 4 shoots. So yeah, sounds about right. About 40 to 50 teams on the weeknights.
Still a lot. Still a lot of kids.
A lot of kids. So, and having those tools are really important. And the bad part about that is if you're going to shoot the way we shoot with being natural, then you have to have a lot of lights.
I mean, if you're running just for the night ones, if you got 2 lines plus thing, you're at 5 lights with two solo lines, and that's if you don't gel anything.
No, I'm not going to gel anything. But so the other option would be, what if you did? Because I've seen some photographers in the groups do it. There's only a couple that actually go through the trouble of gelling the lights so that way you can show the background. Now the rec center can't do it. It's just gross. You know what I mean? Center block walls, it just looks terrible.
Yeah.
But if you had a nice school and you want to show the background, but the problem you'll have is the yellow lighting from the gym light. So you'd have to, to gel all your lights to match the ambient lighting. You could go that way.
If you're getting the true gym color, yeah.
If you wanted to, have a bright photo, but that's going to take some time. But I mean, I guess I'd be willing to do it if I'm shooting for 8 hours straight, right? You could probably
I feel like gels would get so hot they would melt. It doesn't matter whose gel is what. They get hot. But yeah.
I just don't know what
shooting that
would be worth doing. I guess a commercial shoot, right? Because they just don't have time to do it. We just don't have time to get all that stuff ready.
Yes, that's why it's nice to just kill that ambient. Just flash them up.
Yeah, so then that way you have to set up a lot of lights. But I mean, you just set them up. It takes a while to get them set up. But once you set them up indoor, you don't have to move them all day. It's not like when you're outside, you have to move stuff around everywhere,
Or you can do what we do when we go do wrestling and basketball, and then you got, cross country, or whenever you get into high schools and you're doing school and you're doing many different setups throughout the day. You got to be fast to setting all those up. So it doesn't take that long to set 5 lights up if you have them all there.
No, because one's a basket, one on the rim. That's the take. Yeah, it's not bad, but they're necessary though. I feel like they're all necessary. There's nothing I can be like. I can't. Every time I try to take one away, I'm like, I need that.
Should have had it. Yeah. Yep.
Listen, I hope I don't hit. In case I completely go away, we looks like we have a tornado watch here. So
right now, yeah.
Tornado watch mean that there's a tornado?
Yeah, it's not a tornado warning. It's a watch. So if I lose power,
do you guys get tornadoes? Is that common?
Oh yeah. Not this time of year. Usually it's in the spring, but it's. I'm
never coming to visit again. Never.
It is. How warm is it? It's 68 degrees out right now here.
Jeez.
It was. Remember, it was like 7 a week ago.
Yeah, you guys everything was freezing and breaking, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan says he throws strobe or 2 at the ceiling.
If it's white.
Yeah. You really yelled up. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a couple. John Payne does that a lot where he just sets up a light off axis and just lights the whole gym, basically.
Well, yeah, he uses a lot of 7-foot Westcotts and just throws light everywhere.
Light. Yeah. I mean, they look great.
His behind the scenes are great. Yeah, his pictures are super natural and clean looking.
Yeah, they're great. But, when you get those elementary you know how elementary school gyms are when you get there, they have 15 million posters where the kids have drew, photos or images to
Yeah.
go
And they're just taped on the wall,
tape
not like
everywhere,
So you get this sheen. If you don't, you get this. You think you can block it all out in the darkness, and then you'll get a
Yes.
flash that will give you a reflection off all the tape on the whole wall, and you didn't notice for the whole shoot. That's fun. I haven't done that
Yes.
before.
And
Yeah.
they get, let's see if I can pull it up. But, and the thing is the elementary school is literally it's a wooden backboard still.
That's cool
Which-
though.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like it. I mean, now when you're shooting your basketball leagues, are they right there in your town or where are they?
Yeah, they're all within an hour of me. Yeah,
And they're good for you or no?
yeah. Usually basketball's really good for us.
Huh, that's interesting. I really do wonder because I was looking at some stuff in Arizona with Rashad the other day, and we were looking at the Parks and Rec, and some of the leagues were like $50, $60 to sign up. I'd be really interested if those cheaper Parks and Rec leagues, because here, like baseball, probably costs between $150 and $250, depending on which rec baseball you go play at, right?
So they're forking out some pretty good money to go play.
Yeah. But they have nice uniforms. You know what I mean? You can't have nice uniforms. Well, I guess you could if it's government run league and if it's subsidized. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I like the idea of having. It's nice that the kids can have access to those sports, and it's only going to cost them $50. But will that correlate to poor sales when it comes to pitchers?
I don't know.
How much does it cost for your kids to play basketball?
I don't remember. I think it used to be $50.
$50?
Yeah.
I find that fascinating. Yeah, I just don't know. I'm trying to pull up a basketball photo for you guys. If you give me a second, got to force quit AI. Do you have anything? What is like? If there's anything, I'll go first. If there's anything that I want
I was going to
in
find basketball.
2022, is I really want a
2023.
2023. Sorry, really want.
What day it is? Look at it.
I know. Once you get in between like Christmas and this time, I have no idea where I'm at, what I'm doing. But I really want some AI to help me edit photos. That would be great.
It's gonna. But you want it to straighten your crops and all your stuff automatically.
Yeah.
They got to be able to do that now. It's got to just be a script. You have to, because if the way it selects stuff, I feel like it's close. It's got to be close.
Yeah, it's tough because even when you do auto crop on Lightroom, sometimes it does a great job and sometimes it's really bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you just never know what you're going to get from that. Man, I'm trying to find a basket. Oh, you know what? Oh, I can't.
I think I found some. Yeah, I found some basketball that I can show here.
Let's see.
Where is it? Which one do I want to show? They're pretty the same. I got to find a kid that I know won't get me in.
Won't get you in trouble?
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I have. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I think I redid my whole website. I used to have every sport on my website, and I redid it. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is this is great. I love this kid too. I don't think it'll let me get bigger, but I do have a basketball picture. Let's see. Okay, just remind me. Let's see. Does that work? It's not showing. Oh,
see him.
yeah, do that. Okay.
The wood basketball background, the red and white.
Yeah. So that is a little hot on the rim right there, but you see shooting at 2.8, so that worked. But look, do you see this little We got to remember that this year because you see, it's so random. Like you're setting up in the morning, right?
Yeah, there's
And-
no light hitting the background.
Right. That
And-
light
yeah.
right there is there for like an hour and it looks so cool. But
Yeah.
there's a time when that light gets right on the athlete.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have to bring a scrim. Hey, we need to remember to bring a scrim to CYB. Remember every year we forget to bring a scrim. And the light comes and hits right there. So I'll have to like take a softbox and raise it up high just to get rid of that. But yeah, there we
That's
go.
fine.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, I think I can share my thing now.
Yeah, let's see.
Present. Share screen. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Look at that. That was cool. Yes, that's perfect. Yeah, that looks fantastic. That's exactly.
And that's,
But
I mean,
did
that's
you
black
shoot
uniform, black, and just, but that background's blue, you know.
Did you
and
shoot
then I
that
think
at
the
2.8?
pads are purple.
You were just a little bit closer to the basketball goal there.
No, I'm sitting about half court, a little past, I guess half court to the right a little, and then she's standing about the coach's box, probably.
I
I'm
don't
just
think
zoomed in a lot. Zoomed in a
not too-
lot.
I don't think you're 2.8.
Let me look.
No, you are. Looks like it.
Oh, I am now. Now I am.
I see you're on your Instagram. You're 2.8. See
League
it?
info.
Man, you just don't have very good depth of field with those Sony cameras. You just don't have. I mean, you just have to be pretty close. Closer.
And
than I
look, so the key to this though is not spilling any light off the backboard onto the background, because if I
Yeah.
put these shadows and
would.
that's all wood, brown wood, so you can imagine how hideous this light is in this gym. You have to black it out or it just does not look good.
No.
And then if you have black uniforms, if I chintz and I don't use a kick and I don't use a hair light here, I lose all this definition, right? And this turns into a really bad photograph. So
Yeah, we're gonna have a challenge here. In maybe this weekend. I think it is this weekend where you have to shoot in the gym where there's big lights or big windows behind the backboard. And they just told us today that we can shoot. And I've always used backdrops in that case, and they've always looked great. But now they want to. They're giving us access to the gym. And that's gonna be tough having ambient light in the background. Because then you're like, okay, what are you exposing it for? That's going to be a tough one. I don't know how I'm going to like that one.
no, you just kill everything still. I mean,
Yeah, and just same way. And if you see outside, you see outside. I don't think there's cars there. That's the big thing. You don't want cars or people walking back there. I think it's just some woods. I'm hoping, but that can be a tough one. That can be a tough one.
Yeah. I mean, I would still just shoot it at 2.8 and just let it blur out. There's nothing you can do.
Andy wants to know where your background light was. Pull it back up.
All right. Let's see. Share screen again. Bam. Okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I think I have to hit the button. Yes. So,
So I do this a little bit different than you, but yeah.
Let me guess. I think your background right definitely was camera right.
Yeah, it's for sure right here.
Yeah.
It's literally just out of frame right here. I started doing this last year where I put my tape down, but I put their shoulders square with the backboard, or I tried to. And so I put their feet and their shoulders square with the backboard so I could try to get some consistency. Because I would always, kind of just haphazardly put their spot somewhere out here where I could see the rim. But what I like is I like to get a glimpse of it off to the side. This is my favorite composition right here, where I can get the lines here and put her head inside the box, but still see a piece of the rim right here. I don't want to see the whole thing. I don't care about that. So what I started doing was when I got consistent about putting their feet here, square shoulders. Now I can keep all of my lights off this right side. Like I'm heavy lit on this back side, right? I've got my kicker, I've got a hair light on a boom, I've got another light gridded over here, camera right, pointing right at the rim and kissing a little bit of light off the backboard, just kind of angled away from the wall at like maybe 4 degrees, not a lot. But the key is putting that 30-degree grid in here so that I'm not spilling any light over and really creating a hazard of shit, for no other better word, of shadows on the wall over here that I don't want. I don't want this photo to be about the background, really. I like to show purpose. She's here playing basketball. That's why. And I got better at shooting lower when I saw your stuff. I'll never admit that to anybody. And it makes who's putting the horizon line below ankles, right? You know you're low when that horizon line's below the ankle. And I think that makes these athletes, no matter who they are, look huge, and they look bigger than life. And I think that's the whole key to sports photography, right? That's how we grew up loving Sports Illustrated covers, because of that. They always were bigger than life. So
yeah, Andy wants to know the background light is always gridded.
Always. If you don't, you'll end up with a mess of shadows everywhere that you can't control. Your pictures will start getting a lot better when you start really diving into creating.
Yeah. If you're not using grids, make that a goal this year.
Yeah. So
use grids.
Try one thing one time and get good at that. Like I shot for years with one light doing this for years until I mastered where I wanted to place that one light almost every time. Then I started noticing that my pictures looked a lot better with a kick. So I started putting a kick on. And it all comes from just doing it, right?
Go back. Don't take that picture down until I tell you.
Oh, you're gonna yell at you? See, because it's not.
Why you're doing that? Hey, Jody, we bring in a new puppy. Have you seen the puppy?
I saw it. You haven't shown the world yet. Are you going to show the world?
We'll show everybody the puppy. Come here. This is what I've been doing. I thought I had some time off.
So you went and bought a puppy. Yeah. Who's the size of a horse already?
Yeah. He's adorable. Yeah, you can't hardly see him.
Look at that hair.
Yeah, he looks like a Muppet.
He does. He's a total Muppet.
Yeah, he's a sweet dog. He's almost potty trained. Not quite there, but since I had all this time off, decided to get a dog, and now I'll do his dog sit. So, again, no time off. Okay, let's go back to puppy time. Let's see.
Crazy.
Okay, question.
What?
If you were going to, because a lot of people out there don't have 5 lights. If you had 2 lights, what would they be and where would you put them?
I would 100% put one camera left here, shoot this short side lighting. The reason it's called that's because I get a shadow on their face. Everybody looks a little more pleasing that way. And then I would run this kick, especially in this instance where they got a black uniform. Those are your most important things. This photograph is about this basketball player, not so much the background. Yes, it's awesome when you can incorporate the background and give your story, give your picture more story. But at the end of the day, this is a portrait about this kid in the time of their life right now and who they are right now. So the most important thing is lighting them in exposing them correctly, I believe, personally. People might disagree with that, but it's about this person. It might be the only time this person ever gets their picture made by a professional photographer too. I forget that sometimes, and I take it for granted, and I might get lazy, and I might not set up this goal light because I was by myself. I was just talking to Jake Carr about this the other day, about sometimes I find myself, getting a little bit lax on how many lights I set up in a scenario like this. When I do have the means to it. But back to your question, if I had one light, it would be on the subject camera left right here. If I had 2, it'd be that main light. Then I would put this kicker up every time.
I almost agree with you 100%. Anyway, sorry.
Oh my.
sorry. I was trying. Sorry. All I do is win. That was Jake Carr. It was Jake Carr. I was trying to pull up his Instagram. So if y'all don't know Jake, he's fantastic. He's a great photographer. He has a good Instagram page. He puts a lot of good photos up. So I was trying to get his J7 Images. You can follow him. He's worth following on Instagram. He does a great job. But
Yeah.
I agree with you on the lighting. I think that I would do, for me, I would get a lot of dark hair. So I have to have a hair light. So I would have a main light and a hair light. And then if I don't
Okay.
see the basketball goal, I don't see the basketball goal, because that's, like I
Right.
said, the basketball goal is a nice feature to have to light it. So if you're a photographer out there, like, oh my God, I don't have 5 lights and then 2 lights for the team photo or whatever, you don't have to do that. You can do a main light, hair light, and then have one light for your.
Well, and you're right. That back hair light, if you set it up to where it might maybe kisses the shoulder too a little bit, you're kind of doing 2 things at once. Sometimes I've raised this kicker way up and shot it down at a 45 degree to try to get half hair light, half kicker. I mean, it just depends on.
I just can't get a good hair, like with really dark hair. It just
It doesn't work as good.
that
You're
light.
right.
Yeah, you have to put that hair light over the head, and then like you said, maybe if I had to do that, I'd have a bigger light source. Like a lot of times, I'll just put a bare bulb Godox 100 over their head, right? But maybe if I had didn't have that, I'd have a bigger light source overhead to, like you said, to maybe.
Which is really cool lighting, I think. That's a great lighting effect. I love that light. But again, back in the day, especially when I was first starting out, then now you got to buy a boom to do that, right? So,
gosh, it gets me thinking. Maybe I should just do that. Maybe I should just do that.
It's a cool look if you set a bigger light source up right there, and that you could get their whole back of their body and their head with. It's a cool look. You got to have a pretty big boom to do that with a big light source. Maybe you can get away with a little 1x3 strip or something if you had it positioned perfectly.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll experiment with that and see, because that's
cool
2 lights. So it gets rid of one.
Gets rid of one light, yeah. But it takes it from being a 100 up there to now you're hanging a 600 up there for the whole shoot. Probably.
Yeah, and who really cares? I don't really. I mean, it's really not that big a deal. The one extra light doesn't make that big of a deal, And what Dan says, he mirrors just to set up the 4 lights, and that's good. But I have one extra light for a fill light on there as my 5th light, and the reason why I like to do that is I like to be a little bit edgier for the boys. I want some really dramatic photos. If you go back to so you see your photo is of the girl there, right?
Yeah.
If you let's see,
can I take it down now, sir?
Yes. Yeah. So let's see. There we go. So you can see this light here is a lot more dramatic. It's not quite as flat. Like for your photo of a basketball player, for a girl, that's perfect, I think.
Yeah.
It's a little flatter, but it's not like completely flat. You still have the short side lighting. But with a boy, you can be a little bit more dramatic, I think, and get those shadows going on the short side the short side of the face, right?
Yeah. You actually bring that around onto the cheek a little more. Yeah.
Yeah. Make it a little more.
Yeah.
I like that for the boys. Because, you look at the photo right beside the football player, he's a little bit flatter. And I just I don't want to be that flat if I don't have to be,
Right.
See if I can. I don't know if I can pull that over or not. Oh, where is this? Okay. Yeah. So in the baseball player, he's a little bit more dramatic too. I like that.
I think it looks pretty flat, but I like it. I think it's a big light source. You're using a bigger light source on that baseball player than you were on this football player, I think.
Right. And what's good about the basketball player too, if you're inside, you don't have to have as powerful of a light.
Right. You can get away with a lot smaller lights for sure.
Yes.
But I still run the 1200 as the main because I love not ever having a misfire ever.
What'd you say?
I never have a misfire with that 1200. I still run it inside. I don't care. You can go smaller, but I love it. I just use it.
Let's see. I'm not sure who says that.
What?
Who is this? There's a good Facebook comment.
There's a nice comment.
Local soccer league lady doing a paper order forms where they purchase a site and see one image of my choosing made $7,000 from spring season. I was about 350. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds really good.
Yeah, it's a good average.
That's a good day. Yeah. So I guess maybe it comes down to the area, right?
There's a lot of things it comes down to. I think.
That has to be subsidized, right? Like if it's not going to be like all the Parks and Rec leagues are not. they're run by volunteers. They're not run by, the government. You know what I mean? So, but
like our city runs our Parks and Rec department, so they have a couple on staff that run it. So, I mean, taxes do pay for it.
All right, moving on. Y'all should be set for basketball or volleyball. Same lighting setup for volleyball, basically, right?
Volleyball depends. I mean, sometimes I like to shoot down the net, and then I'll put the, you kind of similar. You want to light, like if you have an accessory, you can put the ball cart behind them. I like doing that.
Yep. Yeah, it just depends if you want that background light or not, right?
Yeah. So you can do it with a little bit less, I think.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do, but that's not true because if you're not lighting that, I usually run a fill light with girls with volleyball. Do you run a fill for volleyball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Depends on the look that I want. If it's like a travel team and they're a bunch of badasses and the girls that want to put attitude on, then I'll just have the one light, But if it's, smiling, happy, 10-year-old, then I'll have a fill light in there.
Right.
Just depends. But it's nice to have that flexibility, right? You can do either or. You can buy, if you have the lights, you can cut lights on and off. And that way you have the flexibility to have a dramatic light or a flat light, depending on what you want to do. Or sometimes you get time, you can do both. So that way you can let the parents choose which ones they want. So
isn't that awesome to be able to do that now, to be able to be creative and have fun with it again? Like that's such a big thing with using Photo Day now and to do that. It doesn't get talked about enough, I don't think, really, but that is such a good thing to be able to do.
But it's not just that though. It's a combination of everything, I think, because you have Photo Day, the platform, which it just allows you to show off what you can do with a mirrorless camera, with lights that can be controlled could be controlled from the light from your camera, right?
Yeah.
Turn lights on and off, and then also having a screen, the electronic viewfinder that allow you to see through ND filters, so you can use ND. You can use all these tools now. And then what's great about that is you can use platforms where parents get to see before they buy, so you can buy more photos.
It's
so
kind of an amazing time to be doing what we're doing right now.
Not worried about AI?
No. I don't worry that it's going to take over what we're doing, because at the end of the day, we're still trying to sell an experience no matter what you're doing, no matter what. Because what we do can be created over and over and over and over. Composition, light, training somebody how to use the tools to get the look that you're getting, right? I mean, you have boot camps that you make money doing that because it can be recreated if people understand how to do it. Right. But you can't recreate how that kid had an experience in front of you and how they felt when they left and how they felt the first time they saw that recreated photo that you've been making for years and years and years. Right. But it's a good photo and it's clean and they can see themselves in it, and they might not love it right now, but they will in 20 years from now. They will love it.
100%. And they'll remember they'll remember picture day.
AI can't fix that. AI is not going to do that.
Cannot. And I think you had a similar experience that I did this year, where a board director said, I want to have traditional photo day because I want all these people together. You know what I mean? I want everybody to come together on one day so everybody can see each other. That was kind of a thing. And it's called
community. Yeah, it's a thing that I think we get away from in this new internet AI world, and that's what AI can't bring you, is community. Otherwise,
I wonder if that's a good thing, because you don't do videos and you should this year, right?
I'm gonna do more video. Yeah, I have to do more videos. It's on my list.
Now we're talking,
but I'm not changing who I am.
No, you don't have to be cheesy about it. You can be who you are. And we're talking about videos for your customers, not video work.
Right.
But that might, like you were saying, though, that might be a good thing to explain to people why, if you we're not getting into the debate, but I'm just saying, if you do shoot natural backgrounds, that could be a good thing as a sales point. If you're making a video for your customers and explaining why you do things the way you do, especially if you're a new park. So, we're shooting natural backgrounds, and that way we're bringing all the park together, having a picture day that could be a little pageantry into the thing. You know what I'm saying?
If you're not bringing pageantry, what are we doing? Why are they there?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Don't you love when you get to a kid and he has been practicing his posing all day?
I get it more now. Yeah, no, they don't ever do that. But I love when they're like, I'm not going to pose. And as soon as you show them the back of the camera after you take one where a kid pose, he's like, okay, what do you want me to do? I love that. That's my favorite. So
yeah, that was fantastic. But look at Dan Moses says he's got 7 lights for volleyball. That's a lot. That's
sky's the limit, man.
James Quant's set up right there.
You shoot Nike ads for that high school?
Yeah, that's
the beauty of it, though. We get to, and if we want to make them look like Nike ads, we get to. I love it.
So I got a garage full of Westcott stuff, lights.
What?
Mm-hmm.
When did that happen? Are you working on a little behind the scenes stuff with that, or?
Well, I'm gonna check. I want to see the new receiver, and
How come I'm just hearing about this right now, and you didn't warn me about that before this? Now I have a bunch of questions, and we're at the end of an episode.
Yeah, got some Westcott. But I mean, they gotta have a light that's stronger than the 400. But I'm gonna try the 400s out and see what I think.
Right.
Supposedly the battery life's supposed to be really good, and the transmitter is supposed to be good.
You've always liked their transmitter, though. You've been looking.
No, I didn't like the first transmitter.
Oh,
because I didn't like it. They've redesigned it, so I'm interested to use it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, but I wonder. I wonder about using high speed sync with them.
Did somebody tell you they're going to last? The battery will make it?
I don't know. No, nobody's told me that, but I'd be interested. I mean, especially like indoor would be cool to use it, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't know about the misfires. I don't know. Like I had such bad problem with misfires using Godox and high speed sync. Really bad.
They're horrible. Yeah, they're horrible.
And it might be too, because it might be on me, because with the Godox, if you shot high speed sync, the recycle time was a little bit longer, right? And so if you're firing away with a little kid, and you're trying to get them before they move, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
You got to shoot. And if the high speed sync, doesn't recycle, then you're going to get a misfire right in there. And of course, that's always going to be the best photo you took.
Every time. Every single time.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of people out there using the Westcott, though. Surprising. No, yeah. I think a lot of people are using the Westcott.
I mean, there's probably a lot of people that can get away with it, really, because when if it's not that big of a league, it's not that big of a deal.
I use 400 watt lights. I use Ellen Chrome's 400 watt lights and I use the high sync, and they worked pretty good. I couldn't really get blue skies, but they worked pretty good. But that was a situation where I had cords. I had to hook them up to Vagabonds and the whole deal. So that was why I didn't do that. Yeah. So, but the Godox with high speed sync was absolutely a no-go. Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're getting to a point where, all that stuff's starting to cost about the same no matter what. People probably can hate on Flashpoint all they want about how they came in, but they changed that market. They changed the whole thing.
Yeah, they did.
And they made it affordable for a lot more people, and they made other brands start kind of having to pay attention to what photographers needed, because Flashpoint and Godox were just putting it out. Period. They're just putting everything out that everybody wanted all the time. And now look at them. So
do they have anything new? I mean, they seem like they were coming out with a new light every week.
Probably you can't even keep up with it. I don't even know. It's like new cameras these days. You can't even keep up with them. And anything made right now is amazing. It doesn't matter who's making it. It's amazing.
And how's the real estate stuff going for you? You booked up with that?
Yeah, we got a few more coming up here in January. It's slowed down a little bit. Those interest rate hikes really kind of put the brakes on some real estate stuff.
What do you think the percentage is going to go down? You think
I don't know. I don't know if it will. I don't know if it will for a while. I don't know. I have no clue about economics. I've never worried about money because I never really had it, so I never gave a shit.
I know. The same thing is when we were hitting COVID, everybody's worried about running the cream. It's like, oh, they broke.
I've been broke my whole life. Yeah, it's fine.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, worked out good.
Easy. This is easy. I got top ramen. I'm good. I can go years.
Ramen. Yeah. We're an hour.
Well, good job. Talking about nothing again for an hour. There's no way people listen to us. There's no way people started and are still here.
Yeah, we have some. I don't know. Like, I really want to talk about stuff for 2023. We don't think we did that
At all.
At all.
How about we tell everybody, like, I didn't make any New Year's resolutions, but let's be a little more consistent, huh? What should we do, like, at least every 2 weeks?
Yeah.
God, we're
every
bad.
2 weeks. I think the only way to do it is that we're going to have to, like, record some and replay them because it's too hard once the season gets going. You know, if we're working every night with the time change, it's really hard, you know.
It's hard when you get working. I mean, people don't believe us, but we really go in stints of 3 and 4 months of not having a day off.
Yeah, I think most people here would believe. I don't think it's people outside of the industry don't believe how hard you work, but everybody here has their moments where they're, you know, the thing about it is I feel like the photographer that doesn't have, you know, jobs 7 days a week, they probably don't have like much help. So if they're not shooting, they're editing. So they're still working 6 or 7 days. It's the same thing. They're working. I mean, I feel like, you know, when we didn't have as much work, I feel like we're working just as hard. Maybe we're not. Yeah, just as hard. So you're either because you have a smaller staff, so you have to have editing. You're doing your own editing. You know what I mean? Now we have more jobs and we outsource more of the editing. But either way, it's still a grind. I think everybody in here is probably that same way.
Yeah, that's part of it too, though. You get working so much, and like you're asking what's new. I don't know because I haven't looked. I haven't looked yet. I haven't had time to get down and like soak in anything new that happened.
Every year I sit there and think that there's not going to be anything big happen. Like there's not going to be any technology that's going to come out that's going to really change things for us. And every year I'm wrong. Every year there's something.
Every year. Pretty massive. I mean, luminosity masks in Lightroom that hasn't really been hit on, and that's a huge deal.
Huh.
Have you even started messing with them?
I think I might have, but nothing where I can even go back and repeat and remember what I was doing.
It's a big deal.
But for what?
For everything. Everything. Yeah. I edit with luminosity masks all the time in Photoshop. For everything. Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, all right. Well then, okay. I guess I got 2 more things. What your favorite piece of gear for 2022 that you got? New. Could be anything.
Camera, count Fuji? I haven't even turned it on yet.
No, and it's got to be something that you actually use for work, not for pleasure.
My favorite, like, as in what I just like using the most?
No, is there a piece of gear that was really awesome that you started using in 2022? Because I'll be interested in 2023, what we'll say, or 2024. Yeah.
I mean, I got my A1, so I love that. I love that A1.
That for volume?
Almost. Well, no. You know what camera I used the most for volume this year? 90% of my shots were taken on A7S III, 12 megapixel camera. The one that's made for video from Sony. And I used it for all of my sports volume. All of it.
But you have a camera that's for your T&I that broke and you haven't sent it back and it's brand new, right?
Right. It's sitting in a box right now, still right here. I bought the A4 for that.
You got to do that.
I used it for one shoot. I just haven't had time. I literally haven't had time.
Okay, somebody says, head in the sand most of the time. Yeah, that's what we feel like. You just working so much. Pro Mods, yep, that was a good one this year. Pro Mods was a good one.
Pro Mods was huge. I mean, and talk about trying to take a photo without using the aerosol spray, regardless.
Oh, for the Instagram stuff, it's
nonstop. Look what you guys started that, and you need to stop it.
I know I'm in that deep. I have a athlete coming to my house tomorrow who I don't know if it'll be this Olympics or the next Olympics. He'll be running the 200 or the 400 in Olympic games in the future. I think he's awesome.
Yeah.
So he's coming. I'm gonna take his picture tomorrow, and we'll be doing the Pro Light Mods and the atmospheric aerosol. And he has actually a USA uniform because he ran for the USA track team, the juniors last summer, and they won everything, set up all kind of world records, and he was awesome. And so he's coming over with his girlfriend, who's also a Division I athlete. He's going to go to Georgia and run. And his girlfriend's running there too, so they're going to go over and take photos tomorrow. So we'll be doing the whole Pro Light Mod, mist filter, Instagram, the whole thing's happening.
I'm bringing up my runner. Here's my runner picture of the year. Similar type of stats on
Let's
this
see it.
student. Let me find it.
All right, just got a fog machine. That's interesting. Be careful with that fog machine. Don't throw too much fog inside; those fire alarms will go off. I do have a fog machine though. I could pull that out tomorrow if I needed to. But I don't know if you need the fog machine with the Pro Light Mods. I think the fog machine.
You got your fog machine privileges stripped when you took over that whole. You added fog to that football stadium.
Oh yeah, that thing puts out so much fog. Oh my god, it's unbelievable.
So funny. It's so funny.
Black mist filter. Yeah. Oh, Nick, he loves his little Fuji H2.
Oh,
Yeah, my Fuji
I
just
bet.
died. That's why I'm on this Canon and I have log on and I didn't have time to take it off. Yeah.
Here's this photo. Ready?
Oh, you putting it in? Yeah, the fog machine is awesome though. I mean, it'll go all day long. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that one.
Turned out good.
I would have liked it better with Pro Light Mod, so to be honest with you.
Think so? I'm in
That's
a
pretty
cave.
good, though.
I'm
No,
in,
that looks
I'm
good.
in like a bunker, literally, like in the basement of a bunker.
No, that looks really good though. Like I do like that background though. It's kind of cool. It looks like
That's that
Is that-
aerosol can.
oh gosh, I thought it was a wall, Justin.
No.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It might just be the resolution of the screen isn't as good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I thought it was a muslin background.
No. See, this is the corner, goes into the darkness,
Oh.
keeps going back. I could have
Must
put
be-
some in there, but
It's that 12 megapixel.
this is on the A1. This is not.
No, now you see how that's very dramatic, right? I mean,
Yeah.
shadows are pretty harsh. So, you with your softbox there, so are you using a smaller source, or what's the deal with the softbox there?
This is a beauty dish right here, gridded.
Okay.
And this is a 1x3 with a grid on it.
Yeah, so you can
Right
tell
here.
because zoom back in. So you can tell a smaller or harsher because that line on the nose
Right
is,
here.
is a little bit more defined. So you can see that's not a big diffuse light, which you can get away with boys and with sports, right?
And what I hate, this is my rule. I hate this when I see this. Other photographers doesn't seem
Yeah.
to bother any of them, but I hate
Uh-huh.
getting this kiss of light on their nose right here from this kicker. Like
Uh-huh.
when I look at this again, I should have edited that out. I hate it. I
Yeah.
hate when it's a sharp, bright light on this edge of the nose from this kick coming this way. It means I didn't get my kicker behind him far enough. That's
Yeah.
what that tells me.
I couldn't care less about that. It looks great.
Yeah,
nobody in the world except for you and the people who are judging contests.
It bugs the shit out of me. But-
Yeah, that's a
there's one.
contest thing.
Yeah.
That's a contest thing. That's not like in volume photography. That's not going to hurt you one single bit.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it won't. It bugs me
Yes.
though.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you still want to try to get it as good as you can, but that definitely, if you missed a little bit on that, that definitely is not a big deal.
No.
Interesting. I think those are my things I wanted to ask you. We went over. All right, so we'll try again. We might as well
A
put
week?
a couple in the bank. Yeah. Might as
Few
well.
weeks?
We're not going to be that busy, so we might as well do it then, and then we'll slow it down a little bit when March comes, mid-March.
Yeah. Did you
Is the
get drunk
mayhem?
on New Year's and fall down and hit your chin?
No, I didn't. We came home early, watched the Bulldogs win. That was pretty cool. No, it was a dog.
This is a safe place. You can talk to us.
No, it was a dog. It was the big dog, though. It wasn't a little puppy. It was
It was Finn. He's mad at you for getting
Yeah.
a puppy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it probably is. But no, New Year's was good because everybody in Georgia watched the Bulldogs. That's just what everybody was doing.
I didn't watch 1 minute of it, and it looked like it was probably one of the greatest football games of all time.
It was pretty amazing. It was pretty
It looks-
amazing.
Just based
Yeah.
on the score. Yeah. It
Yeah.
looked good.
No, it was good. We had some good games. So, yeah, but I'm not going to brag too much about that because that's, I have nothing to do with that. I'm a fan, but I mean, I mean, they might get their ass whooped by TCU in the national championship. You never
I
know.
don't know. Georgia looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but
All right. So, and you said you want to have some more guests on this year too.
Yeah, we need more guests, right?
Did John Scott Roberts say he's coming?
He told you. You said you wanted to have him on again. He's going to teach us how
I
to
heard
meet.
y'all talking about it.
You don't know.
No, that John Scott Roberts and then James Quantz for sure. We gotta get James back on.
Yeah,
I want to know what he's up to.
He went live today on YouTube. He was testing stuff, so he's up to something. He was checking something out. So he's trying to get his live stuff going for something.
Yeah, he's always got something coming up. So
yeah, I wished him Happy New Year, and he didn't text me back. So maybe he didn't. He doesn't want to talk to me.
Interesting. All right.
Happy New Year, and tell
Happy New Year. Yeah, we'll try to do it again next week.
Are we gonna golf soon?
No, I'm not gonna see you like for 2 years.
Thank God.
Oh, look at that. John Scott just helped us out with. He's a real hero. He is. If y'all don't know John Scott, Roberts camera, he is the deal. And he's what's good about this, a little plug for John Scott, is that he's been to several of my boot camps, and what's good about that is he sees what us volume photographers need. So when you call him, he can give you good advice, because when you call the big box stores, they have no idea what we do. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Speaking of no idea what we do, they have no clue. Like, I hate calling them if I have to ask a question about a piece of gear, because you have to explain to them, like, no, I'm not a wedding photographer. I mean, this is a completely different, So John Scott understands all that. But I was just telling you, is F Stoppers is a blog that I like. That it's probably the biggest one. Do you think? Biggest photography blog?
No,
it's not. They're pretty big. I don't know. Anyways, it's very popular photography blog, and they just came out with a video. Y'all check it out. It's on YouTube, and the title of the video is something like "Photographers Making Money" or something like that. So he's just now figuring out that, he was talking about school photographers and baby photographers, I think, and how they're making money. But I was interested
because you can take a bad baby picture and the mom still loves that baby. So she's gonna buy that photo no matter what. It's kind of similar in our genre, really, right? So.
Yeah, but my sister actually runs a baby photography company. There's a lot to it. You got to be in with the hospital.
I'm not.
It's not like they don't carry much gear, but they do get those photos, get them turned around pretty quick. It's
kind of volume-esque, yeah.
Yeah, and you do make good money, but you're still busting your ass. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see.
I don't see the thing.
Yeah, let me pop it over. You see it? I don't know if it shows volume, but this is what he puts up for. These photographers are making a ton of money. And these are the photos he's talking about. I was like, come on, dude, really? Like, what did he find the worst?
That hairdo. Nice.
Is he insinuating that you can take those photos and make money?
Yeah.
Can you hear it by chance?
No.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
I'll watch it.
Yeah. So I don't know how long we can play those things, but anyways, and you guys can kind of check down here, like in the comments is pretty cool too. As you can see what people are saying. But I didn't school photography only USA. Is a joke? Yeah, that was a joke. Those photos were a joke. We don't take photos. That's damn it. Hold on a second. I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
That's a whole nother episode.
No, I'm pissed.
We're gonna give away the farm here. We got stuff to talk about now.
So we're gonna talk about that F Stoppers thing later?
I guess we can talk about it now. We're just gonna be here for another hour.
Yeah. But yeah, that they show those photos and all the comments and people are laughing at those photos. That is exactly the reputation that we have. But at the same time, it's like, maybe that's good. People think we're like that. That those are the photos we're taking.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, but he was advertising, what was it? Sal Digital. What the hell is that?
For a sales platform?
Yes, Sal Digital. I think it looks doesn't. I mean,
Etsy or What is,
Right. It does not look like, I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't, I don't know what that is, but
Yeah, I don't know either. I have no clue what that is.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like, let's see, hold on a second. I don't know. I'm not going to show that. I'll probably get some sort of trouble for showing
We're
something.
getting us in trouble. We're gonna get blacklisted.
Oh, I think I got my oh, we're done because my camera's gone.
Is
It's
that
just
what's happening?
overheated.
Oh, no.
There we go.
So
I'm back.
that's what happens. Oh, dang it! So that's what happens when you use a Canon for video, huh? It overheats.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Weird.
It might be
My
power.
Sony's running fine.
I think it's battery.
My
I think it's
Sony.
battery. I
runs
plugged
just
it in,
fine.
but maybe it just can't keep up.
Weird.
Kathleen said it looks like MPix. Yeah, 100%. He's getting. I mean, he said as much. He said that he was getting a kickback. So, you know, he totally let everybody know he's getting. But I think what happened was my thought is that Sal approached him, and then he's like, "Oh my God, there's photographers out there selling these photos. They're making a ton of money." And Sal's probably like, "Yes, we have baby photographers that are making $500,000 a year." And he's
Sal was like, "Oh, we need to get on those guys." Yeah.
yeah,
I
so
can
he's
see
just
that.
blown away, which good for Sal. They reached out to, now he's reaching photographers that, you know, I would think most of the f-stop photographers that are, you know, they're not in our volume world, right? They're weddings.
No, but they're gonna start coming into it more and more because it's
No, it could be the case. Oh darn.
what happened.
I messed
What
everything
are you
up. Sorry, messed everything up. But
We
no,
have
I
to end
think
this. This has turned into a shit show. Look at you.
I know.
You're
I mean,
you're on a dark screen. Can't even see you.
I know. I just got fired up by the F stoppers thing. I think yeah. So we'll see. So y'all beware. I don't think it's going to change much. It's still hard. So people are not going to like how hard it is. So there you go.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
All
we
right.
talk about it. All right.
Stop
Happy New Year.
extending the show.
You were late. You were late.
All right, guys. Happy
Bye.
New Year. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, for sure.